welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and we are here with another episode of Dead End Paranormal Park Season 2, specifically Episode 4. And I'm going to say right off the bat, I am very much trying to get this new intro kind of plugged in, you know. I'm so used to just saying, hey everyone, Connie here and everything. But I'm trying to get it plugged in to where I naturally think of saying like that the channel is now called Princess of Gay and everything. And I know it's probably not a big deal or anything, but I'm trying to get like just that. I'm trying to get it handled, just for me, if nothing else. It doesn't really change much, I know, but still. So last time we had Effie. We had our wrestling episode. We got to meet the coach who was voiced by Pro Wrestling Gaycon Effie. And yeah, it was fun. It didn't really seem super important, but it was fun. It just shows some character development for Barney, showing that he's always been a wrestling fan and has always wanted to be a wrestler himself. Which I definitely can connect to, having been a wrestling fan for a good portion of my life. And there was a point where I wanted to be a wrestler. Granted, that dream didn't last long for various reasons, but but it was a dream I had when I was young. But it was a fun episode. I'm still a fan of pro wrestling. I still like it, so it was fun to see. There were definitely some illegal maneuvers in there, though. But they're demons, you know, for the most part. So, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's still really cool that they got an actual pro wrestler to voice for this. And it makes sense that it would be Effie, considering the show's dedication to representation and whatnot. And the fact that Effie, again, is a very big gay con in the sport. I believe I talked about this last time, so I'll just briefly say it again here. It's just, there are a lot of queer pro wrestlers in the sport nowadays. You have the likes of Nyla Rose and Sonny Kiss, both in AEW, where Anthony Bowen's also there. But it's like Effie is just one of those who is like really known for that. He has the big gay brunch shows he does. And it's like, it's kind of his big thing. And so it's really cool getting to see him be the big representation for this. And hey, if they bring back the wrestling angle more in the future, they could easily like bring in other wrestlers. I mean, provided the others agree to join. But like a lot of them are also pretty damn nerdy, so they might like. I know for a fact Nyla Rose is a massive nerd, so I'm sure she would be willing to. For those who don't know, Nyla Rose is a trans woman who is currently signed with AEW, All Elite Wrestling, and she was one of the women's champions. So, but we also have Sonny Kiss, who's gender fluid. They could show up. We have Anthony Bowens. He's gay. He could be in there. It's like there's a lot of options nowadays. There just genuinely is. There's so many different options, and it would be cool to see some others maybe pop up in this show in the future. But even if they don't, it was still a good standalone episode. Again, didn't really progress much. It was just all about character development and showing a different side to Barney we really haven't seen before. But yeah, I enjoyed it nonetheless. I don't know where we're going from here, though. I know like maybe a couple small things, but I don't know when they happen here and there, so we'll just have to see. But all of that being said, we're just going to get into this and hope for the best. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then it fades back in, Everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. That was a really good one. Like, that was a really good episode. We delved into a lot more with Barney and Logs' relationship, getting to see the entire meeting the parents step, which is, as was mentioned in this, obviously a big step. And we get to see a lot of the characters go through these fears and these anxieties and these issues and things they wouldn't normally say out loud, but, you know, everybody thinks about. It's like whether you're out at a dinner party with friends or whether you're just in public or whatnot, it's like, yeah, you think about things all the time. You see someone doing something and you have thoughts about it, just naturally. And sometimes those thoughts are not really okay, and you acknowledge that within your head, and so you don't say anything. You keep that bottled inside because you know it would not be right to let it out. And so by doing that, you're, you know, being polite, being, you know, kind, and you're doing the right thing. But in this, it's like with them starting to be able to hear everybody's thoughts because of Harmony's soup, they're not basically keeping that inside. They don't realize that at first, and they don't like fully understand what's going on. But yeah, they're not keeping it bottled up because everyone's able to hear everyone else. And so it's becoming to the point where they're starting to get argumentative and they eventually start to break down, and that was Harmony's plan, trying to get them to, you know, argue and fight to fuel himself. And I love the way that they handled it too, by showing love and compassion and understanding, by showing that they're going to care for each other and be there for each other no matter what. And I feel like that's perfect. It's also teaching kind of a good lesson too. That love, respect, understanding, that these are things that we should focus on. That these are the things that defeat fear, anxiety, concerns, and all of that kind of stuff. Even if we don't fully understand something, because you know Barney's parents don't fully understand all this shit with the demons and all, they're accepting of it because they know that Barney can handle it. They are treating him and everyone else there with respect and care. And at the same time, they're showing genuine love for their son, for his boyfriend, for, again, everyone. It allows them to defeat Harmony because of it. It's just really great. It's really nice. But this episode also showed Fingers kind of working behind the scenes for something. We now know that he is working with this mysterious angel that we had seen at the end of season 1. And we don't know what they're planning, but they're definitely plotting something. And apparently, like, Barney was a candidate for something. They've got something in the works here, and it's going to be interesting to see what that might be. But yeah, I'm very, very interested to see what's going to happen with the rest of the season. It was a very strong start. It was a very strong start so far. These first 4 episodes have been fantastic. And now we just got to see where we go from here for the rest of the season. So tell me in the comments below, what did you think of these episodes, or this episode rather, of Dead End Paranormal Park Season 2. And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.